I'm something.
You sure are, Cruella, you sure are. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Alright, listen. In truth, I did not go into this movie with an open mind. Estella's mother's death was spoiled for me on Twitter the day the movie was open for people who pay for whatever Disney Plus's extra payment is called, so I knew this movie was going to be a trip. I also have no interest in sympathizing with a dog killer, which, may I remind you, is Cruella's whole thing. She is canonically a dog killer, whether Disney Plus wants to change her character for a movie or not. Some villains do not need tragic, sympathetic backstories. Some of them are just plain evil. And guess what? People who kill dogs are just plain evil. I'm a dog person, can you tell? I have a dog and she is my entire world, so. Now, in this movie, Cruella doesn't actually kill any dogs, which is good, because I cannot handle animal deaths. She does kidnap the dogs who killed her mom, though, and then takes inspiration for their spots for her coat, and then the antagonist of the movie, the Baroness, just assumes she killed her dogs and made them into a coat.
She killed my dogs and made a coat.
She didn't actually, though. Honestly, this Cruella is kind of tame compared to the absolute she-devil that is the original Cruella de Vil, though she does grow up to become the original evil Cruella. This movie is before the events in 101 Dalmatians. Anyway, I'm gonna try to go in order of my thoughts chronologically, so here we go. Do you know how hard I rolled my eyes when Estella's mom said, "You're not Cruella, you're Estella"?
That's ugly.
Including my mother.
Oh, name's Estella, not Cruella.
Like, really? That's where that came from? I guess it needed a backstory? Did it? I don't know if it needed a backstory, but why not Rue Stella? Or Me Stella? Or Menace Stella? Ooh, I like that one. That one's fancy. Fitting, because Cruella's an absolute menace.
Hear me roar.
The beginning of this movie is chock full of bad CGI. Not even just the beginning. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I've literally seen better CGI in movies from the 80s, I'm sure. Hell, Shark Boy and Lava Girl had better CGI. I'm kidding, kind of. That movie, it fits though. Though I do appreciate that the CGI kept dogs safe. The dialogue in the beginning was atrocious. The smart kids lines were so cliche and bland, they made me cringe.
Go back to your family, little girl.
Jasper was the insightful one.
She has no family. That was close. I think we lost her.
You think? I think you should stay here, be a part of our gang.
Shh, what? What? This has not been discussed.
Being discussed now.
They get better once he gets older, but oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I must say though, Emma Stone did a great job. In the trailer, she got the laugh perfectly. So I have a question about the dogs, because only one out of the 5 main dogs seemed to age at all. It was Estella's dog Buddy, and I'm pretty sure the only aging he did was going from a little tiny puppy to a big dog. Wink not aging after 10 years does make sense, because Chihuahuas are devil dogs that live forever, but the Dalmatians? It's been 10 years and they're still going strong. Dalmatians live 10 to 13 years according to Google. And these dogs were full grown at the beginning of the movie, so we can safely assume they're at least 11. So, did they find the Fountain of Youth or something? Not only do they look exactly the same, but they're just as athletic and vicious than they were at the beginning of the movie. I mean, maybe she got 3 new Dalmatians, but they never say it, so. Cruella is manipulative AF. I kind of hate how she manipulated her family into doing her bidding, but I also don't hate it because it makes sense with her character.
You're my family. All I have.
She's a family god.
Yeah, she did. It's working.
Throughout this movie, I just had one simple question. Why? Why was this movie made? What's the point? To make us sympathize with a dog killer? Even if she doesn't kill and skin dogs for coats in this movie takes place before the events in 101 Dalmatians, which means she does go on to kidnap and try to kill a bunch of puppies in the future. So why do they want us to sympathize with her? Like I said, not every villain needs a tragic backstory to turn them into a sympathetic anti-hero. Some villains are just plain evil. I don't care how bad your childhood was, there is no excuse for killing puppies to turn into coats. None at all, and I think most people would agree with that. And of course the Baroness is Cruella's mother. It all adds up now.
Does explain a lot.
You know, I kept trying to figure out what this movie was rated because I forgot to check at the beginning, and to be honest, I was kind of shook when they tried to burn Cruella alive because I thought that was a little dark for a PG movie. But A, it's PG-13, and B, The Hunchback of Notre Dame is way darker than this movie with them actually burning people alive, and I'm pretty sure that's PG. What a great movie. Way better than this one. Also, incredible soundtrack. Anyway, so the Baroness apparently has killed quite a few people.
I know you killed my mother.
You're going to have to be more specific.
What?
But I still don't understand how we're supposed to side with Cruella when we know that she goes on to kill dogs for coats. And no, I'm not going to stop bringing that up because it's absolutely insane that they're trying to make us sympathize with a dog killer. None of the characters in this movie are redeemable, actually. Except for Estella's mom, which, let's talk about her for 1 second. So Estella's mom worked for the Baroness as a maid, right? And then she took Estella on as her own, but the Baroness believed that Estella was killed. So why on earth did Estella's mom believe that the Baroness would give her money?
I just need a little help just to get us on our feet.
It's not like her mom was a close friend or even worked closely with her. She was a maid, and the Baroness has obviously no respect for any employees she has. So why does she think she'd give her anything? Especially when she knows the Baroness believes her child is dead.
I was there when you were born. The Baron was away on business and she ordered me to do the unthinkable.
You know what to do.
And even if she knew she was alive, she wouldn't care. Not to mention, if her mom told the Baroness that Estella was alive, that would just make her angry. It's so weird to me, like, did I miss something? Or was she just really that desperate? She worked close enough to the Baroness to know that she is not a nice person, to say the least. So why did she think she'd give her money? Honestly, I thought Estella's mom was gonna be her sister or something, but nope. The Baroness is just her boss, kind of. Also, on the birth certificate, her name is Estella, right? With the Baroness's name. Meaning, the Baroness named Estella. So how did she meet this woman named Estella, then Cruella, which is oddly similar, and then she suspected that Estella might be Cruella, who just so happens to have the exact same hair and same name as the child she birthed, and is the right age, and she didn't suspect that this might be her child. How? She asked one person, could it be? And he was like, nah, and she was like, yeah, you're right.
Do you happen to notice her hair?
Coincidence. Apparently all the young people are doing it now.
Thank you, John. You're such an enormous help.
What? I thought she was supposed to be a genius. She said it enough times. How did she see Cruella's hair and think, ah yes, what a coinky dink? I do not understand. The Baroness is stupid. Also, oh my gosh, Cruella's escape at the end. We get more bad CGI, which I guess is a poetic way of ending out the movie.
A well-cut skirt is a lifesaver, girls. Remember that.
I can't believe I forgot to talk about this too. Look at that push. Look at that push. Can we get a replay, please? Can we get a replay in slow motion? How did that happen? Oh my gosh. The fence is like up to her back, and yet that one teeny tiny little, it wasn't even a shove. It was a nudge. That nudge sent her flying over the fence. Excuse me? No, this is such a stupid problem that they could have fixed by just making a lower fence. It didn't have to be such a high fence, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I stupid? If it was like at her knees, I could understand that, but it's not. It's at like her back. Why did they try it? Why? It looks so fake too. This is what I mean by bad CGI. Anyway, that's enough nitpicking. Okay, actually, I don't think those are nitpicks. Those are all very valid criticisms because this was a bad movie. It was a bad premise and they didn't execute it well either. I can say though, one positive is I do like the fashion. I think it's sick. I'm a sucker for anything emo, so that's rad, I guess. Honestly, the movie is It's bearable once you get past the beginning, and if you ignore the stupidity at the end, and if you ignore the fact that Cruella is a dog killer. But, you know, it's watchable. It's not, like, dismissed. Let me know your thoughts on the movie, though. Do you hate Cruella de Vil with a burning passion because she's a dog killer, as you should? If you don't, tell me why. I'll only judge you a tiny bit. Just kidding. But really, let me know if you like the movie and the speed paint. This movie finally inspired me artistically because of the fashion and the emo-ness, unlike a couple movies that I've reviewed. So that's good. And I actually do like how this speed paint turned out, so nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later.
Woof woof!